Beloved of God, may the Lord fill your minds and your heart with His peace. Amen. Greetings from the Franciscan Valley of Prayer and Silence. Today is the 13th Sunday in Ordinary Time. We shall take our first reading from the second book of Kings, chapter 4, verses 8 to 11. We continue from verses 14 to 16a. The second reading will be coming from Romans chapter 6, verses 3 to 4. We continue from 8 to 11. And the gospel reading from the Gospel of Matthew chapter 10, verses 37 to 42. We are reflecting on the theme, Commanding Blessings Through Hospitality. Our focus today is on the first reading, as we reflect on the theme, Commanding Blessings Through Hospitality. Beloved, there are two things in the first reading which are important to every believer: being hospitable and being able to discern when the Spirit of God is moving, when grace is passing, and when a man of God dwells within our environment. Elisha was on one of his usual journey to Mount Carmel, where he usually go to pray, to meditate, and to seek the face of the Lord. Elisha was from Abel Meholah. That was his country or town of origin, which was about 25 miles to Shunem. And Shunem to Mount Carmel will also take another 25 miles. So the perfect resting place for the man of God on his journey to Mount Carmel is Shunem, since it is in between Abel Meholah and Mount Carmel. Elisha used to pass by the woman's way often, and it dawned on the woman this particular day that this man has been passing by often, and he isn't just any man, but that he is a holy man of God. The sense of perfection, being able to discern that Elisha is a man of God. The woman realized that, hey, I might be making a mistake. Grace has been passing my way for a long time, and I've done nothing to tap it. God moves around through his prophet, and I have not yet invited him under my tent. I have to do something. The husband never had that gift of the sense of perception, to discern and see when the atmosphere changes. How did the woman notice that Elisha was a holy man of God? Perhaps the whole environment changes to acknowledge his presence whenever he passes by. Perhaps there is a new wave of wind that blows whenever the man of God was passing. The woman managed to study all these changes, and she seized the opportunity to appreciate it. The woman sought to command a great blessing from God through her act of hospitality. Scripture says she urged the man of God to come in and eat something. She urged him, meaning to say, please, I wouldn't take no for an answer. Eat something before you continue with the journey. It didn't just end there, but that she told the husband that he should provide a resting chamber and furnish it for the man of God. This way, he can always come in and rest on his way to Mount Carmel and back to his hometown. Someone the woman was not ready to part ways with. She was ready to accommodate him and to make him a friend to the family. They were wealthy and blessed with a lot, yet there were things they lacked, and the woman sought to trigger those blessings from the man of God through her hospitality. And it worked. The prophet asked his servant Gehazi, what can I do for her with this act of kindness she has shown? Although the woman did not specifically make any demand from the prophet, but the actions and kind gesture called for this blessing. In the verse 13, which wasn't included in this text, Elisha asked Gehazi to speak to her if she had any special request, but they already had something in mind for her, either to speak on her behalf to the king or the army commander. But the woman answered, I live among my own people, so it is not such a favor that I seek. I do not seek for favor from men. How many times have we chased after favor from men, and I've done everything to get it, even if it means moving far away from God? The woman was saying, I already have all these influences. She wanted something more, that which money and protocol cannot provide, that which only grace and favor from God can provide. Beloved, favor and grace will hold your hands and lead you to places protocols cannot reach if you learn to be hospitable to vessels of God. It later dawned on Gehazi that yes, this woman is wealthy and she has everything, only a son, and her husband is old. The husband being old means in biological terms it is impossible, but when God speaks through grace, it can work. So the prophet sent for the woman, but this time she addressed her himself. Remember in the verse 12, the woman stood before Gehazi, but in the verse 15, when Elisha sought to address her, she stood by the doorway. She never entered the room she herself prepared. Although I prepared it, but you occupying it means I am now unworthy to enter. So just address me from inside, and I know you being a prophet of God, your word will stand. Beloved, this reminds us of the centurion in Matthew chapter 8 verse 8, telling Christ that he is unworthy that Christ should come under his tent, but that Christ should speak the word, and that his servant shall be healed. The woman commanded the blessings through hospitality expressed in humility and faith. How hospitable are you to others? Every kind gesture you show is at times weighed and measured in view of an immediate payback. Hospitality, which used to be our hallmark, is missing because of the philosophy of each man for himself, God for us all. We are all called upon today to discern when grace is hovering around us and to tap it through faith, humility, and hospitality. No wonder Jesus speaks to us in the gospel about love for him above all things. This love is to be exhibited in love for his prophet and men of God, because services rendered to such people comes with its special rewards, that which money and influence cannot buy. Once again, greetings from the Franciscan Valley of Prayer and Silence, and have a spirit-filled day favored of Yahweh.